Hi everyone, this is Rheuben. Today I'm going to introduce the saxophone. I'm going to talk about the different parts, the names of the parts, how to put the instrument together, and that sort of thing. First thing is, the saxophone comes in a case. Now you keep the saxophone in the case while you're traveling and when you're not practicing to protect it. It's made for the protection of the saxophone. So when we open the case, you'll see several parts. The biggest part is called the main body. Now the main body of the saxophone will have an in plug in the end, and that is so when you're traveling it protects the register key part that sticks up above this when you're traveling. The main body contains all the keys and the places you put your fingers to change all the notes. The next part we're going to talk about is the neck of the saxophone. Now the reason the neck comes off on the alto, tenor, and baritone is so you can put it in the saxophone, and when you put it in the saxophone you can actually tilt it a little bit and tighten it so that you can have it the direction in your mouth, so that your hands and your mouth, it feels pretty good when you set it up. So you can have turn it a little bit. The next parts are the mouthpiece. The mouthpiece is what produces the sound, and there are three parts to the mouthpiece that will produce the sound. The mouthpiece, the next thing is called a ligature, and the next piece is the reed. So you take the reed out, and this is the fun part about playing a saxophone or a clarinet, is when you get the reed out, you have to soak the reed. Now the way you soak it is you put it in your mouth and get it wet with spit. Very simple. You don't want to put your tongue against it too much. You want the tip of the reed to be straight when you look at it like this when it's soaked. So you put it in your mouth and you sit like an idiot for a couple of minutes. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing during this part. Okay, that's pretty straight. Now after the reed is wet, you take the mouthpiece, you put the ligature on the mouthpiece, slip the reed down underneath this, and line it up even with the tip and even in the back, then pull the ligature down and tighten it. Now the one thing you never want to do, you never want to put the reed on and take the ligature and do this, because if you cut your corner you destroy the reed. So you always want to put the ligature on first. Do not do this, but do it this way, so that you can put the reed in, line it up, get it adjusted in the right place, pull it down and tighten it, and the reed is on the mouthpiece. Now you see I got that off a little bit at the end. You want the back end, to make sure that it's dead in the center. The reed will vibrate the most, because the reed must vibrate against the mouthpiece and the thing called the mouthpiece facing every time. And that's the combination. Once you have this combination done, you take the neck and you put the mouthpiece on the neck. Now always put the mouthpiece on the neck first and then put it on the saxophone, because if you put it on the saxophone after the neck is on it, you can accidentally bend the saxophone when you're pushing the neck on and pushing the pressure. If you put it on the outside, you don't have the tendency to bend that neck. So basically, this is what a saxophone looks like put together with the reed, ligature, mouthpiece, neck, and main body put together. Now some of the accessories that come in the case, one of the important accessories is, it comes with a thing called a neck strap. Now the neck strap is designed, we open it up, we pull it out, we open it up. The neck strap goes over your neck. And the purpose of the neck strap is to put the weight of the saxophone on the strap and not on your fingers or your thumbs. This helps you be able to have your fingers freer so you can play all the notes and things without having any pressure. Now to produce the sound, all you do is put your bottom lip over your teeth, and the thing you make with your mouth to form this is called an embouchure. So you put your bottom lip over your teeth, put the saxophone in your mouth, teeth on the top of the mouthpiece, close your lips around it, and blow. And that's how you produce the first sound. Now, one of the other accessories that comes with the saxophone is a thing called a mouthpiece cap. Now, the mouthpiece cap looks like this, and basically what it's for is when you're going to put the saxophone down and not be playing it, you slip this over the end, and that protects the mouthpiece and reed from getting bent while you're not playing the horn. The next thing we have is called cork grease. Now cork grease is used basically to grease the neck cork so that when you put this mouthpiece on, it can slip on and off a little easier. And then we have generally they come with some kind of a cloth to wipe it off with. And that's basically all the parts to the saxophone and how you put a saxophone together. Now this is an alto saxophone, and this is in the key of E flat. It's the primary member of the family and the instrument that most people start on in the beginning. So that is the alto saxophone. How to put it together? Taking it apart is just the opposite. I always take the neck out first, put in the end plug, put this part back in the case, then you take the reed off, take off the ligature, take the mouthpiece off the neck, put it in the case, put these three things together, the ligature, the mouthpiece cap, put that in the case, put the reed back in the sleeve, and then put that back in the case, close it and zip it up, and you're ready to go home. Whoop! Forgot the strap. Now you'll see saxophone players all the time walking around with a strap around their neck because they forget to take it off. But now, complete. Thank you very much.